So a patch antenna is usually used for an outdoor point-to-point communications for up to almost a mile. What you're seeing here in this first one is the antenna itself looks very flat. And remember, this antenna is separate from the actual access point, right? We still have the where the access point might be the actual AC transmitter, or is, and then you have a cable going to this. And we'd mount this on the side of a wall. So, you know, if I had, let's say, my building A, I hope that looks like a building. I just don't want to put windows in it, but here's the floors. And building B, and we wanted them to be able to talk to each other, then we would mount these antennas onto the walls, and they would be semi-directional, so that they're trying to make sure they have coverage from one antenna to the other. And, you know, not bad, point to point. That means we're pretty much bridging networks. We're not creating an area that we would have people outside sitting on a bench and still have Wi-Fi coverage. Now, it's designed to connect maybe one wired network to another wired network. And this is useful. The reason it's useful to have this type of a setup is that you might have maybe in between these two buildings, you know, a city street, or, you know, a freeway or something like that. And many different ordinances would not allow me to string a cable, because there are fiber optic cables that can certainly well go beyond a single mile. They usually don't let you use those telephone poles anymore that you would have on the sides of the street. You go to a lot of older communities, you still see them. So they wouldn't let you string a cable, you know, across the street because it looks awful. And many times the city won't let you come over here and dig a big trench under their road to be able to put the cable in. So it solves a lot of problems in many situations where we need to be able to connect one wired network to the other without having to pay the extra expense of, let's say, a service provider. Now, the other one, of course, right, still you can see mounting on a wall, and the antenna still is going to be directional as far as the transmission of its signal. So they are commonly used as a central device, like I said, for coverage from the access point to another, well, basically another antenna.